figure it's gonna take a little time to get Monday to have some traction.
Yeah.
I don't think the only person who more know about it is me, you. I think Tom knows. Adam.
Yeah.
Hayden doesn't know about it yet.
Yeah, I don't know if people like go through and like check all that often.
Probably not.
I mean, you know, as far as like what I've seen on Monday nights is like 3 or 4 white belts.
Right.
One of them was Colin. Even like, I think it's
Right. What, tall column? Or big column?
yeah, bigger Colin. And I think he stopped going in the mornings because I think he just wasn't making it. He was
Right.
out here at night.
It's a difficult time zone.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, other guys. Considered training in the morning.
Right.
It's like, well, you're the only other white fellas here.
Yeah. I was training with coworkers last night. That was fun. That was a long drive getting out there.
It was good though?
That was good. It was about an hour drive getting out there and 45 minutes getting back was all said and done.
That's a long.
It is.
How was it the beginner class?
Yes, we're in class.
How was it?
It was good.
What they go over?
Let's see. Baseball choke from close guard.
Huh.
Side control to knee on belly. Or arm bar. The knee on belly started from the close guard break. Side control, knee on belly, arm bar. That's it.
Yeah. How were when you felt like did you get an eye roll at all?
Yeah.
How did you feel about like their defense and like escape stuff?
I feel a lot better about my jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I'd be curious. That's like, I mean, what we're trying to figure out. Or that's why, like, if you go through like the transitions first with like
Right.
submission, I think it's great because I think it's a little more fun.
Sure.
You're like, oh, this is awesome. I can submit anyone now.
Right.
You know. But then defense-wise, you sacrifice.
For the guys that got to mount, once they were stuck in mount, they had
Yeah.
why would he not those big both hands in the chest trying to I'm tripping.
Yeah.
But again, Travis been doing it for probably 6 months. Holt's real new, so he'll make a lot of mistakes as we expect. The other guy that I went with, yeah, his technique wasn't solid. He was solid. It was straight based. Yeah, trying to get route through the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some guys are just be like that. It works for
Yeah. Kevin Bay, hell, I'm talking about here's one that just destroying bias, but just feel it do that. Never bring a chance to do anything. I'll play with it all. Instructor's got fucking foot. Look for that. said and done, we won't take a mat fee until we come on back anytime.
Yeah, it's good to see, like,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a hard part because there's just so much to learn. But how do you start?
Right.
I just try to think about how much happened.
Sure. Absolutely.
And I think I had like some of the techniques, like fun techniques to be able to learn the submission.
Mhm.
Of course. But my amount of time we got to apply in the first
Right.
year.
Good morning.
Very good. Morning. It was fun self-limited.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Very so fun. I'm just like, I can't remember something. Show up something in my head. I wish I asked them. So I can practice myself.
Sure.
And then it's like, I've never had that.
Hey, read my mind.
Yeah, like, oh, maybe I can ask exactly. And it was like, I didn't have to ask anything. It's like,
Yep.
I was on my back,
Yep.
dominating it.
I was talking to Travis last night, the guy I used to work with.
Yeah.
He's talking to Ron Edge, his dad's football bar, his double bomb. They had a pneumatic steering wheel for the drop the bomb. They asked us not coming. I told Travis, I said, that's no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should do some better. Or get in position and play with it and let you guys play with shit. That's not good. Just jump there and yank your arm, ha ha, I win, go to the next person. That's shit.
Yeah. So they had a promo come in and it was like just run through.
Yep.
Like I feel like if you were gonna go especially when you start out work, you have to be like really working on like fundamentals of like that side. Yeah, and almost like the basics of like escapes. Because there's no way you can go in there and like put a gap like the guy who goes right and then like armbar mid launch like
Right.
well, that shit you're doing.
Yeah. Go in there and think fundamentals of that, right?
Yeah. Left that big spots.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like
Get him-
threatness.
Get him out, don't try to spin. Just
Yeah.
play with position and control.
Yeah, almost a lead though. Because I know
Yeah,
off that.
exactly.
I can't imagine like flying around that. There's something down.
How did I do this one? Good.
Yeah, we can.
Fantastic. So what do you think of today?
I think you probably go to stand up.
Yeah, pretty good.
Stand up is, man, it's gonna be wild. There's just a lot to cover in it. I think there's so many little details in each spot that
But just like everything else, it gives you experience. It's going to be just a thing to work with. It's just like falling in place after that. It's just the first thing kind of stuff.
yeah, so I think it's gonna be. I mean, it's really important. I mean, next to defense, we talked about it. And, like, defense is important. I think that's why we started with that. For the sake of you end up in a lot of spots where you're gonna get your defense first. Stand up. I mean, for outside of Justin here, ever bump into somebody and you're gonna have like any sort of altercation, if you can't run away, probably both standing up, right? The chance of you guys being out of wrestling matters.
Really so.
Yeah, so I mean, it's where you're gonna start. You wanna like feel safe and like comfortable there. And I think to say like, oh, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for like, let's say 8 months or a year or something like that, and if someone's like, oh, okay, you're probably like really scared, and you're like, all right, we'll show you some stuff, like a really scary guy ever seen. Wait, what the hell are you doing? And you're like, yeah, well, you lay down first, and then I'll show you the cool stuff where I kick your ass. And everyone's like, So I think we want people to be comfortable, and if you do any competition, so standing up. So one of the places that people are going to get probably hurt is standing up, not knowing what you're doing. So those are like the biggest, one of the biggest risks, is standing up. Two people who don't know, or even one person who just doesn't know. I think the first thing to probably start with, though, like you've done, like shrimping, bridging, this is just a warm up, but it's super important for stand up. So the first thing is practicing shooting. So I mean, everyone can use practice. Like I'll do the practice. I need it. Taking it like a shot is pretty difficult. I have a shot, and I'll just show you some of the things that like go wrong. So there's probably, I'll show you some of the things that go wrong. One is distance. So when we start doing drills and stuff like that, I say, like, if you're here, this is just a general blanket idea of being close enough to take a shot. So I have little arms, also have little legs. If I'm gonna shoot on John, if I'm about here, I probably have a pretty good shot at hitting his leg. As soon as we start getting here, my shot, there's no way I'm gonna make it all the way over here. Like it's just too far, and John's gonna see anytime I come over there, he's gonna see me coming. So first, like just distance is important. If you want to run away, I'm gonna do it from over here. If I want to shoot, we're gonna start getting in. At least I can find some range is a measuring stick. The second part after distance is your level changing. And this is one that hangs up everyone. So don't, if we all do it wrong, everybody does it wrong for a pretty long time. Level changing, I want to get to John's, like if I'm ankle picking or John's leg, quad. The wrong way to do it, and what everyone wants to do is, you just want it to be easy. So you bend, and you make like, crunch your body, and you reach. Now this is, it's very common, it's a disaster, but it always feels like we're here, me and John are kind of fighting up here, and you go, his leg's
I got the leg.
right here. What we're going to teach as far as defense is a sprawl. So if you've ever done maybe like football, or if you've done burpees, it's kind of the idea that you're going to kick your legs back. Well, when I do this, for John, it's the easiest thing in the world. He broke my entire posture.
on his back to the feet.
Yeah, he breaks my entire posture down just by kicking his feet back, and I end up in turtle, all because I decided that to change levels, we're here, and I said, okay, this is good. And you crunch your whole. So when you change levels, you still want this posture. Now you can come forward a little bit, so I can still lean forward. You don't have to worry about being like this, but you don't want to end up in like elbow almost. So distance feels right. We'll talk about the shot in a second. Just move down and down. But distance feels right. When you change levels, I'm still mostly upright. And usually the goal on the shot is to end up coming around a little bit. So your angle changes. So here, yeah, not bad. John can't break me down with a sprawl as much. But you can see he can start breaking me down. If I hit here and he tries to sprawl out, so when you change just the start of changing levels, not here, not reach, change levels. Like you almost want to hit the guy, not reach your arm. You want to hit him where you want to get your shot. So if I want to lock my arms up, like in here, when I change levels, I'm already hitting him in the rack. I'm not reaching and pulling him. So, distance management, changing levels. That's just two, and obviously that's not crazy detail, but two general ideas.
And ear placement. That's the one that's important.
Yeah, what's the angle?
Your ear placement, where you put your ear.
Oh,
I should be
outside shot. Jiu-jitsu, inside shot. That's why.
It'll be a long struggle until you get used to it. Just like being a mouth, my instinct is to do this. You'll learn. So if you do this too long enough, you'll learn.
Yeah. So then, what we'll do down and back, which is pretty good, is practicing the shot. So a good way to practice it is think about coming over this leg. So if we're going down and back, you come knee over the toes. And this is gonna hit the ground. Now when this hits the ground, if you have to have knees, you can still balance the field. You can put a hand up. So I can put this hand out if I want. This is gonna slide up. Once this knee hits the ground, this slides up. This is gonna come over the toes. Boom. Slides up. Over the toes. Slides up. Glide almost.
Greasy walk.
Now it's gonna feel weird. One thing you wanna watch out for, when this is hitting, you're gonna feel unstable. So you might. It doesn't seem like that. You probably, if you don't pay attention, both feet are leaving. So on that one, what not to do. This is coming up right before that hits the ground. The reason you don't want that is your balance
On the toes.
here. I'm already. So when a guy sprawls or you do this, you're off now. Here, if this hits, you can drive off that foot while it's still there. So once this hits, you still have this, or you come back. So boom, this is still dragging. So if I needed it, I could post it. Now if it was here and this is moving up, you can see you're almost doing something weird. So hit, drag, hit, drag. Over, that's the focus right now. Over the toe. Up. Yep, and if you want to post the hand, you can switch hands on each side. If it hurts your yeah, so if you feel like it hurts you, you can just soften the blow a little. My hand. So try. Up. Boom. Yep. You're still stable. You're not falling forward. You're trying to keep that good. So I'm upright. This is going down. Boom. So it's a good way to warm up. It's a good way to feel it. Now, we're starting in the level change. You notice we're taking a little bit of the pull off. Eventually, so like right now, just getting used to it. But you're gonna have to do it from here. So you're gonna have to take your shot, step, level change, boom. So you can come back up, then boom. So you drop. Same motion,
on the ground.
level change. So you don't have to hit this knee on the ground. That's why when you're standing, you're gonna end up about here. Now you're gonna fall over that. And don't kill yourself on that knee. But that's why we're just get used to that motion. Boom, level change. Now your level changing. Boom. Yep. Nice. And you can see that's why either way right now, don't worry about getting both right or both fast. Just if you want, just get used to that motion. I'm start here, just falling over it. I want to like down. It's and that's what I said. It's even something I have to work. Unless you've done it like a million times and tried to not, y'all have to work on it.
It's like dancing, my brain's not cute dancing.
It's tough. It really is, and that's why like this is a really nice like starting almost from here and just getting used to and that like glide.
Yep.
But it gets as soon as you switch to gear, it's kind of like
You're absolutely right. It's good for the knee. And just, okay, this is not a breaker. What the fuck's the problem with this?
Yeah.
Stand up and break goes size new.
it feels so different, and it's like it's a weird. I was just trying to think of like the only way I can like get started is like that big level change, so almost like where I'm starting.
Right.
Yeah, level change. Nice. Nice. Posture. Nice. So get used to that. So if we don't take away anything else from like, this whole thing, the things to try and remember: distance. Probably can take my shot from there. It's gonna get tough. It's, what am I doing? So if I want to shoot the single leg or double, this is probably a good gauge. Level change, and then we're gonna put it together. So one thing, there's a lot of ways to do it. If we're maybe here and here, soft locking. If I rotate, that leg can come around. If I rotate this way, that leg can come around. But ultimately, it gets easier if you can get one of the legs to be forward. It's just easier to make a shot. You can make it stand for now instead of square. But depending if you wanted a leg, you usually turn the guy. Boom. That leg, that one forward. That one. For now, shot square. We're here. What I'm looking for is to step outside to take my shot. I want to get out here.
That's that foot that goes to your knee.
Yeah, okay.
So that's our
A little bit further back. You're right.
He's square right now. So if I wanted, and that's what I was saying, for now we'll start square, but if you wanted, you can always rotate the guy to bring over to him. So now he's staggered. But for now, stick to it. Let's just get our shot down. We're here. Right. Shot's at range. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna fall over. Boom. Now this is gonna throw you off. This doesn't drag through here. We want the angle to be right. It's gonna drag almost like a windshield wiper this way. But you're gonna fall over the foot. Boom. I'm a little short. I probably get in here. I'm gonna fall over and I'm gonna drag. Let's just try and get there for now. We're here. Okay, got my distance. Boom. Fall over and try and come around a little bit.
It's kind of hard to do that step knee drag drill and have the curve because everyone's going for straight lines.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a half circle. You're kind of just so it's like, and it kind of drags around.
And you just stay in your ankles. You stay in your
Yeah, for now.
For now.
It's just getting used to.
That range control.
We got here. I step. I'm short. Like I can see. We're just finding like find things in your mind. Measuring stick. Measuring stick. I want to be at least like toe to toe with John. Over.
You might find you're not quite toe to toe because the distribution of your knees a little longer. That's where something we're going to play with a little bit about where your sweet spot is. We know where we're going to end up at. Kind of work backwards where we're going to be, get there.
If you end up
Yeah, that's what you don't want.
too far,
Right.
in like I said, probably won't happen. But that's why I said measures kind of like to the elbows. I'm like shooting past John. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's
Right.
kind of just weird.
Instead of getting down in one space, he's already hit it into me, pushing me around instead of being in this nice little spot here that I want to be at. Alright? So I'll start square. This is play with that as a starting distance.
So try it again, and then try to once you plant your foot, try and fall over that foot. So don't move.
Oh,
your foot
yeah,
again.
okay.
Yep. Nice. Yep, and that foot just sweeps around like that. So find your range. Try and find your range before you take that step.
We're
And
gonna
see what's comfortable with you. Yeah, no rush.
First.
Yeah, you might have a little bit more room, because you can see, like, I feel like with yours, you're getting a step almost here already. I can't, I'm like tipping over from here to get my step here. This is like just comfortable enough. So you might even be able to take like just to the fingertip if you want, yeah. Yep, John square. Now take a step that feels okay.
Try it again, don't step quite so far. Take that step a little further back. So same distance for start, but don't take your foot quite as far.
Yeah, maybe
Like
step
far out.
really long.
This way,
Okay.
a little shorter.
Like right in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give that a whirl. Now drive the knee, spin the foot around. That knee should be a little closer behind you, correct? Go ahead and shoot it.
Here and here.
Yeah, so it should be real
Okay.
close to the back of the heel. So that knee comes to the stop.
But it's, I mean, yeah.
It's not an
Yeah.
exact science.
Yeah.
What we don't want is a lot of room. I don't want this. I want to come in here. So you get rid of that space that we're going to
Okay.
plus. Get your range. Yeah, just like work with. There you go. I feel this connection here.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't kind of,
Right.
finger was roll straight over.
Right. Okay. There you go.
Nice.
See anything?
And that's good. It's gonna take a lot of work for all of us.
Yes.
Like I said, it's just getting that motion, the shot, the level shape, and this is with nobody moving,
Mhm.
right? But that's all. We just want to feel like what it's supposed to be for right now. And so from there, John, do you want to hit a couple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Step. Now, I feel like a retard. These all those drills and everything make perfect sense.
Be square. Pick whichever side
Yep.
you want, but either way, you're gonna end up on the outside of
So
one of the.
let me down like this, come around, not that way.
Yeah.
So here, down.
Yeah, and drag. Yep. Yep. Get that shot. That one. Get that foot a little deeper. That one's a little shallow on that lead foot.
Step in,
Yeah.
about here.
The rest were close. That one was just about like,
Okay.
you know, in here. Because you want that like bump almost, that like
Right.
step to like penetrate into the hip a little bit. Yeah.
And so if someone's got grips, can you not try this? If
That's
someone's-
always a struggle.
someone's like,
Yeah, so and that's why I say it kind of depends of the complexity, like you already saw, and that's why I don't want to be overwhelming with the amount of information that comes, like distance control, change levels. Now, what I was even saying with like this, like rotating and things like that, there's a lot like using these grips against you, like trying to like get these up so now I can shoot, stuff like that. You can spin, but there's so much to that grip fighting that if we go over it, which we will, but if we go over it with all this, it'll be like,
Too much.
yeah, by the end I'll be like, okay, I got it. And then I won't
That's
remember
not
anything
right.
else.
Yeah.
But yes, in the gi, you're gonna have to be careful because if the guy has, you know, like I have this, well, John's not gonna
I
shoot
can't shoot
now.
like that. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yep. So those are the things you have to watch for. For now, it's the single leg shot is probably pretty good with not a lot of grips. So we're coming in, and that's why I said you're trying to find a range where I'm like, okay, yeah, we're fighting. I don't want John to take any grips yet. And then when I'm ready, and that was bad. I took my left leg. So instead, but that's what you're looking for, like range control, and then once you find it, step, boom.
If you want to think about for the purpose of what we're doing right now, is you're looking for that shot during the hand fight. Nobody's established a grip.
Yep.
Hand fighting, you're setting your range,
Yeah.
you're feeling where it's at, you're playing the field, but there's my spot. You know?
All right, so from there, we'll try and do just one of the takedowns. So,
Which one you want to fight?
yeah, I think, well, I'm trying to think what's easier, but let me see.
Yeah.
So, we're here, we're hand fighting or whatever, but I feel like I have a pretty good distance here. See, he's a little staggered here, but boom, I come over, I drag. Now, what you want to do from here, posture. Once you get here, don't lose your posture. This, I can't fight John here. If I want to get up and John just pushes my head, I'm not really getting up and John's going to be gone long before. Here, I feel okay. Now, to get up, I want to bump him. So, I still want to drive in a little bit. Now I'm up. Now, technically, if you think of like, this is the grip I'm taking. There's a couple grips you can take. This is just to hang on for now. If I think of like bumping John, so if I keep him, see, I'm just bumping him and we're going across the mat, I can be a little bit lower because he's off balance the whole time. So now you can't break my posture down, right? If you just hang out, I'm in that shit posture again. He's driving his leg to the ground. Now it's tough to pick it up. Think of off balancing first over here. Boom. Drive in. Now you see I got a big bump here. I think the easier of the two, honestly, is if you can get those bumps, you almost make like a shelf. So you don't want this leg to come around. Other side. This starts creating like real problems. And then you start getting into, yeah, and you start getting into like judo stuff. So we're here. Bump, up. Now I have a little bit of a shelf. Now I'm gonna pick this leg high. This is probably the easier of the two. But I want to bump and pick it up. This got really light. Here, if John wants to put his leg to the ground, and I don't bump, and now I'm trying to pick this thing up. He's got 20 things he's gonna do before that. Now, here, bump. We're here, I create a little shelf, you can't go to the outside. Bump, up. This is probably a good start. I didn't switch my grip yet. We're still here. Now I can come under if I want. I can just go up. I can just go up. And I don't need to do much, but that's a good, this is a good starting position. Boom. To finish this one, let's go here. Lock the foot, hold out. Before I forget, if you haven't done break falls,
The opposite way. Did you
So-
see that shelf he's talking about? The shelf's the knee. This leg right here.
Okay.
It's gonna keep me from trying to swim my foot to the outside.
Okay.
or on his outside, which is where I'm gonna be at.
So you put it there and then you.
Yeah, so we're here. This is the position we're trying to get to, right? We had an awesome shot. Bump, and I'm gonna get up. So I'm gonna bump and get up. Now this comes almost across back. Almost here. You know, this is an exaggeration just so you can see it. But I'm using this to make sure he doesn't get here.
That's the shove.
So this is like blocking his calf almost. Now bump, lift.
And don't swim underneath to your upright.
See, my grip never changes. Once I get here, my grip didn't change. So I bump up, create a little of a shelf, bump up. Now I can swim it if I want. Block. Just block the foot. Break fall. So let's maybe just do like at least 3 or 4 break falls, just so you get used to it. You can start almost here. Hands out to the side, both trying to hit them almost same time. So here. Yep, get a couple of those in.
So to keep you from having bad habits like trying to catch yourself.
Yeah.
And protect your head when you fall back.
Yep. Yep, just gonna disperse your weight a little bit. Another way to do it, if John goes on all 4s, you can sit almost and come off the back. And it feels like a massive fall comparatively. But get used to that motion, and then once you use that motion, you can always up the fall a little bit.
And when you're falling back in that position right now, if you have the ability to pull your back, you'll look around in that back, so as your ass hits you roll, you're falling back.
Oh, okay.
It's now a bit of a roll, you catch yourself in your arms. It's not a big back flat.
Yep. And I'm coming down, because these are the levels, just like the shot. This is the safest break fall, right? I'm getting as low as possible almost, and then I'm falling only like, 2 inches.
Yeah.
But just get used to that motion first, and then you up it. Then, you go from like here in like a little baby roll to getting maybe, now I'm like almost a seat here to, like standing. Yep, trust, and that's
It's not a natural thing.
Yep.
It's not a natural thing to do, but you're practicing enough that it'll feel natural and won't think about it as much anymore.
But we just want you to have a couple of those because we're going to start hitting the ground.
Yeah.
And break falls are really important anyway, because if you ever get thrown around in here and you start standing up, you want to have that instinctual smack.
Yeah.
Like the other way to do it is if people are on all 4s, they'll take this arm through here, and I'll basically lift and pull John like through, and he'll spin, so you get used to falling on one arm.
Right.
I think it's like in here, but you'd have to be, and you pull. And that teaches you to get used to like when people throw you or anything like that, you get used to having just the one arm. But that's off to the side more, so that's when you're falling like these ways.
Again, it's subjective to get a muscle memory of you doing this and not this.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So let's try a couple of the single legs. I want you guys to at least get a chance to do the takedown, but it's gonna be a multi-day, a lot of those different aspects. This is just so you see the full picture, and then we'll go over those little aspects throughout.
So slow walk it.
Yeah.
Distance, shot. Which shot do you want? Sorry, you're gonna leave it. So now, as you're ready to stand up, there's gonna be a little bump this way, you're driving.
So,
Action.
yep. Yeah, John can feel it.
So you're gonna drive off that leg. You're gonna push your head and torso that way as you stand up. That's gonna make me come this way.
Okay, then am I standing up off this leg?
That's your power leg.
Okay.
So that little bump you just had, that was perfect, but drive on through with that leg.
Think you're gonna knock John over. that way, like you're gonna go through John. Like basically try and knock John over while you get up. Like you want him to fall. Let's just say you want him to fall that way while you get up. Go ahead, try and just knock him over. See how you're trying to lift him up?
Yeah.
Try and go through.
So you have this connection here, drive off that leg, try and go towards the wall. There you go.
Yep, and up. Now,
Right?
let me see if I can. When you're here and here, if you're on this side, if you come around over here, I'm going like without getting up. I'm trying to knock John over. I'm trying to knock John over. I'm trying to knock John over. That's kind of that like knockover part. And then to get up, I'm driving through, but I can almost use John as my. Oh, see how this foot came up now?
Yeah.
But we're just going through, so we're here and here, and I can drive off both and get on my toe, on this back toe. But as soon as I start driving, it's helping me get up. Hopefully, try to at least the best visual I can. Try a different grip if you want. You can try like a lower. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
better.
Good.
Are you good?
Nice.
Yeah. That's good. Balance. Now, what you're talking about, you're gonna go through and bump me that way.
Same bump.
Yeah. That's good.
Don't switch your hands yet. So go back to your original. So give him a big bump once you're already up. Give him another big bump, and it should be light to just lift the way your grip already.
Yeah, you're gonna make me chase my center balance. I'm gonna put one foot on the right leg. That makes it left leg light. So don't, as you stand, don't pull your hands in and push your head down. You want to try and push everything that way. You're not trying to make me fall. You're trying to make me fall down. You're not trying to bear hug me down. I'm trying to hold and push up. There you go. So bring your feet, start working balance. Keep on that way. See that bump? Every time that foot plants.
So now step behind that foot. Yep. Now give him that bump.
Lift it first.
Yep. Lift it first, and then once you have it real high, so he's hopping around. Now you can switch.
Now you're just like one.
Yep. From here, this is good. This comes around. Fine. Yeah, like in here. You're just blocked. You don't need a karate kick, John, in the Achilles or anything like that. But you're just gonna block and rotate. Yep. And he should just tip right over. And if he's giving you some resistance, give it a nice tug and block. Like I said, if you don't like your training partners and you have them up, I can swiftly kick his leg out. He will fall over. If, like I said, this isn't a training partner thing. Sure, you can kick the shit out of his leg. Here, you only really need to block and pull and then tip. Do you want to feel it? You can try it. So once we're out here, boom, fall over. Here. Do you feel how that like knocks you?
Yeah.
Now here, this was so light already because you went flying and turning around here. But that's the idea. So we're here and here. Bump, pick up, bump, pick up. And it's okay. That's what I'm saying. You should be looking. If the guy just tips over, you're good. You don't have to go to all the next step. If you get that bump enough and I just lift your leg and you fall over, that's why I said it's probably the easier of the two because it requires a guy to do this, and some people can't even do this. Some people are just
Yeah. Like I feel like I'd probably just like try to give up at that point, try to do something. I don't know.
That moment in time my foot's here and it goes here. That makes his foot really light.
Yeah.
That's when you're looking to sweep it up high and change the grip. That's what you look for.
Yep.
Is that push to maybe Pogo to the next spot.
You can probably hit some Don. I think it'll be good for you to like feel what it's like to get that bump, so you know what you're looking for too.
I was just kind of expecting it.
Well, if you're not flexible, I'm not super flexible, right? For for some people who are unflexible, this might be almost enough angle. When he slides his hand underneath, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna start
Just
falling.
fall over.
I'm not super flexible. I can hold this for a little bit. Somebody like Randy, the older guy who's here, he's not getting you on the ground with this, he's gonna start falling. So it's gonna be a matter of their flexibility.
Yeah.
Follow the same procedures, set distance, plant, come in, pick up. I'll keep doing the same procedures. You know, my way up. Their fall points I'm looking for, not what I'm being told. If I can get him to go here, great. If I do have to go here, you feel yourself falling, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be on them when they fall. You've got everything else loaded up to keep taking it higher. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's nothing I can do once you have my leg.
No, absolutely. If my head's going that way because my legs are high,
Yeah.
it's a matter of time. Shit sucks.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, it's
It
not,
is-
it's nice when we're not moving, but really, I mean, you can go ahead, just take those key points, you know, just relax a little bit, boom. Yeah, just get it right. You can even drive harder off that, go ahead, back to that, do that shot again, boom, yep, find your distance, boom. Now, really, knock me over. Nice. Do it again. From that, now when you're up, do it again, but really drive, like I said, if you get to that shot, go ahead. We're here, boom, boom. Yeah, if you can get me to tip over there, this just keeps getting easier. And then one more bump to lift. Yep. I'm in huge trouble, and I'm almost falling over.
Alright.
But don't think of it as like, I think sometimes we think of that bump from here is like a fake, so I can get up like a, but I'm just really picking your leg up. No, I don't give a shit. Like, if I can knock John over
If I
that
have
way,
to fall over,
yeah, if I can knock John over that way, cool.
Yeah.
Good for me. Like, I don't have to do all the other steps, and that's what, like you were saying, when you just tipped over when you lift your foot up, we're skipping the last couple steps because you're balanced. This is right. I want to get John to the ground. So in this aspect of all these parts from here, half the stuff I'm doing is to get John to the ground. So if I get that big bump, oh well, he's got good balance. Oh shit! Now you know we're here. Now his foot sliding, but I kind of knocked him over 2 times. The only reason I have to do all the rest is because he's got some experience and won't fall over.
Right.
so far. You get a foot high and it's better time.
Yeah.
I'm running it over. Especially keep that good control, and once you get here, underneath, cross stop. I got nothing for it.
Yeah. And if you've ever seen, so John has like 1 foot or whatever, there's a takedown for this person where you go behind their leg with this leg. If you ever see that anywhere on the internet or anything like that, don't do it. That's the best thing I can say for now. It's really dangerous for this guy to be. It's banned in most competitions. It looks like a scissor takedown, so you throw this leg behind and this leg over, and you basically like scissor over
I
that
see.
knee.
I see. Yeah.
Don't do that. The only other thing with standing, you can pull guard. We're out here, and I say, oh crap, and now I try and get into guard. Don't jump guard. Jump guard is I come both feet off the ground and try and get my legs around John like close guard. Those are the 2
That's me.
Big no-nos.
stand up that I would say, do not do it.
I don't know that jump guard's banned, but it should be, it's definitely frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yep.
The issue becomes, I go through and I jump up to throw my hips forward, his feet are planted, my weight's a little low, I'm now buckling his knees, so his feet are planted, he can't go anywhere.
Got it.
Yeah.
But if it's like this, and I just kind of fall down.
Yeah, so if you want to close the guard, usually you want to like put a foot or find like a placeholder.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you fall down, you can do something like that. But don't
Don't jump on top of it.
jump
Yeah.
and try and close. Those are the only 2 things that I always try to remember to say it when we're doing takedowns up. If you end up standing up with any people and you're like, you know what would be a good idea? If I hop, don't do that. You'll probably injure someone, but if you don't injure someone, no one's gonna want to roll with you anyway. 'Cause it's so dangerous.
So do a shot a couple more times, and
Yep.
we go to stand up, really drive into me as your that first
Yeah.
contact, make a good power push.
Don't even think about having to lift. the arm,
Just push.
think that once you hit this, it should like naturally, his leg's gonna come up. See? How it's just coming up. I'm not
Lifting, you're just.
to get up. I'm just pumping him and the angle's changed. So
Right,
it's
yeah.
like,
So he has this anchored. This is the push. He's trying to drive that shoulder towards that wall. Like this, you know.
and also keep the posture. Like there, I was exaggerating it. But if you can, I'm not crunching. I'm still square, but I bump, and see how I'm still like pretty square?
Yeah.
Bump, I'm still pretty square. Now I can cycle. And then
Alright, try a couple more times. That felt more like you were trying to do this.
get that shot nice and clean. Boom. Nice.
That shot makes you drag that back leg and come around and do the after.
Posture.
Still feels like you're squeezing and trying to push you down. Drive through, push up. It feels, I'm not sure how to clean it up.
Yeah, again, maybe it's heel, so we're here, right? And see, I'm lower, I'm a little lower. It's kind of tough here, that I'm just a little lower. But try and see, like, just feel what I'm doing, and then see if you can imitate it when you get down. So from here, my posture's a little. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm not, like, forcing you forward or anything, just kind of a rock. But I just tossed you 3 steps, right? And I'm just driving from here, boom, drive, up. But you're almost over. And that's why I said, don't be shy with that. That's the motion you want. You can knock John over, or maybe go ahead and hit your shot, and you can knock us over just that. Do that.
Huzzah.
There's no, not that shot, but shot.
Needs some cleaning up. So don't
Nice and easy.
double over. Yeah, slow down. Don't double over twice. You don't want to take it down. Get that elevation down like you're on that knee now.
Posture. Posture up a little. That's good. That foot should be like, go ahead and do it again. Yep. There you go.
Down, legs out.
Down.
Up high.
There you go.
Up, stop. Yep. There you go. That's right. Take a million repetitions. Remember that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shot should be like my foot, go to my knee. I'm not letting my foot coming down. You know, my head coming down real low. The elevation change. If you talk about elevation change, that's me getting my hips lower. So I keep my head up high. On my foot, elevation change. Shoulders are still up. Right knee. Push. Make sure you fall through my knee. If you're having to do this really big step and go to the knee and it puts all the way out there, it's gonna be too far.
Yeah.
This is too far. You have all this big draw. Go closer. Look. Alright, very well. There you go. That's much better.
Now again,
Yeah.
nice. And see how it's already high? Now, yep. Now you cycle. Boom. Boom.
That feel.
Go better.
Yeah.
things happen. I feel like my left foot was
Too far out.
too far out.
Yeah. And that's it's funny because with all this stuff, two things we started with: distance, level change, and that's the start. So when one's off, yeah, all right, our foot's even,
Yeah.
but you can see like this is not gonna go well for me.
Yeah.
So far. So open.
It's
Much distance there. No.
so from like that's why I was saying like for me it just is like a measuring stick. This feels like I'll be able to then come over and drag this. Because yeah, I can get my foot to jogs from maybe like here, but
But yeah.
what the heck is this, right?
Yeah.
For like that's why find a good distance where you're still coming over and I'm almost hitting him with my shoulder. I don't have to reach my arms.
That's a good way to think about it. That really is. It's not so much you doing this. It's just there for a whole
And
there.
if you catch yourself reaching your arm, I guarantee you your posture is bad. Your posture is definitely going to be this bad when we talk about if you're in here with good distance and you fall. I'm upright, bump, I'm still upright. But when you find yourself in these, yep.
Yeah.
And trust me, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have people sprawl. We're gonna have people continue. So you get used to that. If I hit a bad posture, I'll just say you sprawl. If the guy sprawls and you do what I just did and end up in that turtle position, your posture.
And speaking of the keys, you can see how as we shoot with the intent of coming around this side, it always puts my head up and comes to if for some reason I shoot in and I do back, it's back. So with the mindset of I'm coming around, I want to be looking this way. When it's all said and done, on this leg, my head's always safe. So I'm not going to be here and doing this. That makes sense? Questions? Comments? It's a lot.
Yeah. No, I mean,
It feels really weird. Some
Yeah.
of the
yeah.
things.
No, because I think most of the time, like I couldn't get any. I was like kind of this far, so I was kind of almost in.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can get that in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's that drag part. So I step down to the. I'm not going to leave that here. I just step down that leg and fall with it. So now I've got that close distance I'm talking about. So I can put power into it.
Yeah.
All right. Just match what you can sit on the ground now.
Sure.
Once you get a roll that, move around. Sounds good. But it's good. I mean, that, like I said, it's a start. It
Yeah,
would
no,
be a very multi-day, multi-week thing. And if you're ever warming up, again, you can start here, boom, and just get used to that. And like I said, you can tell from just doing the shot while he's not moving. This one feels great. I'm like, oh, I'm the best at shooting. And then as soon as I gotta do it from here, I'm like,
Yeah.
so you want to get used to that. This first one, this one is just good to get used to the motion of falling over that, but you definitely want to get good from about here much. From back all the way up.
Yeah. So I mean, anytime I start standing up, it's I've learned one. It's just
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot. I mean, there's a ton. There's judo. There's wrestling. This is a little bit more on the wrestling side, but we'll get into all that. But you can see there's like 50 things in just doing one single leg. You're like, holy shit.
And I will tell you, the guys that scare me most about taking the British Hand game, they're funny.
Like,
They're so agile and quick, know what they're doing, you know, clever.
yeah.
Kick that clock horse. All right.
That's side control. There you go. Good frame. Frames it. Try and get that smooth. Grab it. Nice shot.
Something I still struggle with. In the close guard, on my knees, I'm trying to pass the guard. Yeah. Back on your feet.
Yeah.
Don't do that, buddy.
You did good. You did good getting up, trying to repass, resetting. Yeah. Mount's tough, side control. Like you said, right now we only showed you one escape right, and that's the one you're going for, and there's nothing wrong because we don't want you to lose focus of that one. To add on to that one, if Johnson out, that same escape. You were real close. I'll show it from this side so you can see. You just missed the foot a little bit.
Yeah.
So you were about here. So as soon as you bridged, that foot came out and he posted, and then you were like, ugh, I'm tired.
I'm probably gonna do 2 things at once, make that foot's free. So you go back here.
Yeah. Another thing is if the hands, if you're struggling, like John won't put his hands down, so you can't really like get these. You can try. We did the knee in the butt for knee on belly. You can still do the same thing. So you could try like a bridge. He's straight up. Now you're like, wait, I can't get any hands. If I hit here in bridge, these arms come down now, and these arms come down is real pose. Like he's stopping himself from falling. So there's actual weight on here. Now, and I can do it on this end. I can take hands. Now if he's only like fake, like his weight's not really heavy. See, his hands are kind of light. If he wants to pull them back, he just will. See. But if you actually get a hard, now he's stuck like that. Now I can really grab it. This comes down to really block, and then you come up. Now you have a cross post you got to deal with. But if he cross post, you can also try back
End of the way.
to this side.
Now I'm really loaded up.
But that's all the same escape, it's just different ways to get his arms to hit the mat. If it doesn't work on one side, look for the other arm. If he doesn't have any arms down, so we're just here and here, you try that knee towards the back, he's gonna do that, and then you have an arm. Now you cross, you take that arm, boom, now you go that way.
Be quick on it. If you cross to the other arm, or weights on the side so you can't do it with it, and you cross to the other arm, be quick. Don't let me recenter.
Yep. In the lazy one we were showing, which if it just happens that his legs are kind of wide, all I was trying to get you to do is just shoot here, and then this just slides in.
Okay.
So I'm just creating a little bit of distance. Now that one's not the easiest in the world, but just like I said, in case it just so happens that maybe
That's no risk.
maybe you did this one and I missed the foot, and he does a big, yeah. See how he did that?
Yeah.
He actually did that for you when you did this and missed his foot. Oh shit. I just did a shrimp. Now I just did a shrimp, and I'm not out, but I can at least say, okay, well, this is maybe a little better than where I was. So, not to add in like 15 escapes. That's just if you do the one escape that you know, and then you notice maybe he does go, just slide your knee out.
You're gonna the word set of giving me an elbow. That's what I was looking for in that sweet spot. I'm gonna side a little bit. I'm gonna try and keep pushing my knee down. Get my elbow on his knee, and try to pull my knee into my elbow underneath his, and create the space for my elbow. Go through that turn. You have to need the elbow. So pull it forward. Questions? Comments?
No, that's good.
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 I got a shower.
Yeah. Oh, good job. Yeah, it's a lot. And like I said, everyone in here can use wrestling
More
practice.
speed practice, absolutely.
And it's good. So if you ever want to stand up, just ask the guy, like, hey, can we start standing and working on some stuff?
If you're gonna do that though, make sure the person you're working with is not like that. Just for right now, make sure somebody else has got a little experience. If you see like 4 stripes on a white belt, you might be alright.
Yeah.
If it's a brand new white belt,
Yeah,
let's
don't
start
do that.
low.
Yeah.
I high, you low, or something like that. But on the stand, get somebody with a little experience. That'll protect you because they can protect themselves a little more as well.
Yeah.
Get better results in the end.
multi-month
Absolutely.
practice. Stand up is difficult, and you can see, like, I could work on that shot for like 5 years
Yeah.
just to be not bad.
Yeah.
Not good, just not even average, but just not horrible.